Alright, we're back at it. We're playing another game of Age of Sigmar 4th edition. Seraphon versus Nighthaunt. Solohammer. Thingy. Let's get started. Starting with the Nighthaunt, we have Rhinocor the Grimhealer. He's got this stat block, and he will be our hero for the Nighthaunts. In his army, we have two Dreadblade Harrows, and they have this stat block. They will basically be our big-bodied monsters for this one. And then finally for the Nighthaunt, we have the Chain Rasp, which are basically our tiny little horde dudes. And they have this stat block. Surprisingly, the Nighthaunt is 510 points, while the Seraphon will be 490, so even though there's more over here, this one costs more, which is interesting. As for the Seraphon, Lizardmen as they should be called, we have a Saurus Oldblood, and he has this stat. He will be our hero for today. Our main infantry will be Saurus Warriors, who have a very small data sheet, or I guess roll scroll. And then finally some Saurus Knights, Eidergon Lancers, because we can't have anything make sense anymore. And they come in a unit of 3. Alright, let's get started. Alright, let's see who goes first. Out of roll the dice. Red is for Nighthaunt and blue is for Seraphon. Alright, the dinosaurs go first. So, first things first, we're going to move the units up, and they have quite the movement with those Saurus Lancers, and we're going to have them actually try to charge into the Blade Harrows. Okay, so we kind of moved up as much as we can. We're not really dealing with the hero phase in this one, so I just want to keep them relatively placed out. So we have no shooting, so this is not a very shooting army, it's more like melee, so this, the Lancers are going to charge into the Blade Heroes. Heroes? Harrows? Whatever they're called. Before we charge, I forget that the Lancers have this Primal Rage effect, where basically you gotta add a token to them, and for each token it has add 1 to the tactical characteristics of the companion, which basically increases the amount of times the raptor gets to bite. So, they charge 7 inches, which should get them into combat. Alright, so the Agrigons, the dinosaurs they're riding on, they're going to attack with their rending bites and striking talents, because they get the +1 to attack. So, actually no, yes, +1 attack. So, hitting on 4s. Lovely. And wounding on 3s. Thank you. So when the last time I played this game, Nighthaunt weren't affected by Ren, but I can't find that rule currently. So we're just gonna say they do are affected by Ren, and they get -2 from the Ren they get from the Lancers. So their save goes from 4 to 6. So we're gonna do a 4 save. Alright, and they also have a 6-up ward. Alright, they take 2. Wait, no, it's 2 damage a pop, so they take 4 damage. So I spread the damage amongst each of them, and they have 3 wounds each, and I just give them back 1. So now they get an attack back. The Dreadblade Harrows have 4 attacks each, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. Okay. Alright, 5-up save. Because of their end. They save 1 of them. I just read the stat block, and I didn't know do you mind? I didn't know the Lancers had 5 health. No wonder why they brought down the unit from 10 to 3. These things are broken. Yikes. Alright, we're going to end that comment. I was kind of hoping to see if I can just get rid of that unit on the first go, but that's not going to happen. So we're going to move on. They can't really charge, so we're going to move on to Nighthaunt turn 1. Alright, before we go do the movement phase, in which case these guys can move pretty fast because they're ghost, the Rhinocor the Grimhealer will actually cast a spell during his hero phase. So it is Wraithstorm, casts a value of 7. So pick a visible enemy model within 12 inches. Yes. And then make a casting roll of 2d6. Okay. That is 8. So it goes off. The inflict 3 d3 mortal damage on the target. If any model is slain by this, inflict an additional d3 mortal damage. Alright. So he's going to be casting it on the Seraphon, the warriors. D3 damage. That is 1 damage. Sadly, he wasn't able to do much. He put 1 wound on 1 dude, and that's it. That's a damn shame. Moving on to the movement. The Grim Hailer's got to actually move his 12 inches, and since this board is so small today, he's just going to fly over and just park it. And then the chain reps are going to move there too. Alright, so Grim Hailer is going to charge to the behind the Old Blood. I don't even know why I would have to roll for it, because he's so bloody close. He's in. And then the chain rasp are going to do their same. They're going to try to charge the warriors. And they're in with 5 inches. That's pretty good. We're going to have the Grim Hailer do his 5 attacks on to the Old Blood. His Fell Reaper does hits on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Crit. 6s do auto wound, so you also get plus... Oh, that's an automatic wound. Oh my. The Old Blood gets a -2 to his save because of the rend, so 6 up. He does not take it, and he takes 2 more wounds, so he's down to 4. Old Blood is gonna slap back. He has 5 attacks hitting on 3s. A little bit better. Wounding on 3s. Disappointing. Grim Hailer gets his normal save because it just doesn't do it. Because it doesn't have the crit on wound, so 4 up. 6 up ward. Oh no, he takes a wound. He goes from 7 to 5 wounds, and that's an ongoing combat. Now this mess. Alright, so the chain rats have 2 attacks each, hitting on 4s, plus 1 to their wound rolls because they charge this turn, so they'll be also wounding on 4. So 4s to hit. Lovely. And then 4s to wound. No rend doing 1 damage. Okay, not bad. No rend, so they get the normal 4-up save. Oh, okay. 3 take, I think, 1 damage? So from that 1 point earlier, it's 2 dead, because that's 3 wounds taken off. Alright, we're going to move on to this battle, and the Harrows will be going first. They have 4 attacks each. Alright, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. Auto-critting on 6s. No 6s, but still. It's -1 rend, so it's a 5-up save for the Lancers. They failed all of them, and they take 2 damage each. So 6 wounds. The Lancers are going to fight back. Alright, it's 6 attacks because it's 1 gone, so it's hitting on 3s. No. Wounding on 3s. Ugh. Our Ghost Boys get a 5-up save. 6-up ward. No. Okay, they take the damage. Our first casualty, our first unit casualty, the Dreadblade Harrows are all wiped out. I didn't know these bastards would be that strong. Alright, such ends Nighthaunt turn 1. Seraphon, turn 2. At the beginning of turn 2, we're just going to get these guys into position to basically charge into them. Alright, they're all ready to go. And since we're already in close combat, we're just going to charge them. Which is going to be 2d6. 4. Ooh. Yeah, they're in. So, our Lancers have successfully flanked or gotten behind the enemy lions and are now going to start poking them with their sticks. Actually, no, their dinosaurs are going to do more damage now. Since they charged this turn and got their increased rage token, they do +2 attacks to their normal charge. So, yeah, +1 damage because they did charge. So, it's going to be 10 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. Alright, nice. It's -2 to the rend, and they have a 5-up save. I don't think they get their normal save. I just think they get their 6-up ward. So we're going to see how that goes. 6 up. One of them succeeds, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die. Or 5 take... How many wounds? 2 damage. So, 10 wounds. So according to allocating damage, this entire unit's now gone. which is frankly terrifying. But we're going to move on to this combat. Anyway, during the combat phase, we're going to have the Old Blood attack the Grimhaler with 5 attacks hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. That's better. Alright, it's a 5 up because of the rend. 6 up ward. Nope, he takes the damage. The Grimhaler will now attack back. He's going to use his Fell Reaper of 5 attacks hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, critting on 6s. Okay, so no 6s, but still getting... It's a 6 up save. Okay, you only took 2 damage from that. Alright, that's fine. And that ends it for Seraphon turn 2. We move on to Nighthaunt turn 3. Turn 3? No, turn 2. Turn 2. Turn 2. It's just going to be the exact same combat, though. Except he goes first. Me and another 5 attacks hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. No crits, but still no. 6 up save. No, that's 2 damage each. That's 4 damage. The Old Blood is gone. So the Grimhaler is just going to consolidate, and then we're going to get ready for Seraphon turn 3. Alright, now we're going to do movement and praying. Alright, so everything's moved up into position. We're going to now charge. Now, the Lancers do get +1 to the rage, so when they charge, it's going to hit hard. And the Warriors are finally going to be able to do something, hopefully, to the Grimhaler. They need less than 5 inches each, so the Warriors are in. And the Lancers are in. Grimhaler only has 3 wounds left, and I want to see if I can get them all out with the Dinosaur, with the Lancers. So let's see. Alright, so they have +3 to their attacks, so it goes from 3 attacks each to 6 attacks. That's 12 attacks hitting on 3s. Lovely. Wounding on 3s. No crit, which is a damn shame because I keep rolling my 6s with them. Alright, it is a 6 up save because of rend. Okay, he saves 1, and then a 6 up ward save. He's 1, but that's... even with saving that, it's 2 damage each. That's 8 wounds. And he only had, like, 3 left? Yeah. So he's gone. That would make this the first ever time I've ever won with my Seraphon, which is fun indeed. Now, please note, I am still getting used to Age of Sigmar. If I missed a rule, or if I'm misunderstanding a rule, please tell me down below. But beyond that, I would like to thank you for watching. As usual, like, comment down below what you thought, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. This has got to be one of the shorter games I've ever played. By the gods.